There we go. Don't understand. My audio source wasn't working for the mic, so I had to reset it. Oh, completely. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. Another EU Competitive League matchup. Once again, we're seeing one new team. This Syfer side, we'll get to see for the first time. Over on your left-hand side of the screen, it is Project Haze. We did see them not that long ago up against the Amrocks esports squad, who they did beat 3 maps to 2. And so far they're on a good spree. It says so far they are 2 now in the league series. They're sitting second, which is pretty good going, considering 2 from 2. You want to continue that spree, don't you? Whereas on the other end of the stick, Syfer, Spectre, they are sitting bottom of the group at the moment in times, but they have only played 1 matchup, so this is going to be their second matchup of the ECL league, and we'll get to see what they can bring to the table. In terms of the teams, anyway, player-wise, on the scorecards and stuff. I'm assuming we are going to be stuck with Cootie, Dystopic, Brucey, and there's that other one. It was Lockdown last time, I'm pretty sure. But we'll see if it's Lockdown or if they're going to be changing it up. But on the team of Syfer, Spectre, it is Kempa, Ramsey, Mons Pete, and Deluxe. They did get beat in their first matchup 3-0, so didn't find a map whatsoever. So maybe they can find their first map win of the series this evening. Hopefully they can anyway. That's their plan. That's their goal going forward. Series, as we speak though, our maps for this evening's matchup of best of 5 will be Hacienda on Hardpoint, a Skyline Search and Destroy, a double header of Vault if we go to map 4, and then if we do get to that final map 5, the elusive map 5, it'll be Hacienda Search and Destroy. We did know that out of the 2 series Project Haze have played, they have won both, but their first one did go, well, their last one there recently just against Amrox Esports did go to the wire. That was definitely a map 5, interesting matchup for sure. Whereas they beat the boys in map 4, 3 rounds to 1. So the guys are pretty good form so far. The only other team really to challenge them so far in terms of the division and the standings over there in Division 5 Group B is their sister team. It is Project Burgers, who are also sitting nice and cushy at the top of that table with 2 wins to their name. Amrox Esports are the team in 3rd spot who they did end up beating. So it's all about teams that have not yet managed to muster up a few games. The boys are sitting in 5th, but so far they've put the most amount of matches in. They've played a total of 4 matches so far and only won 1 in Division 5 so far. So yeah, interesting. Yo, Rise, Devil Goat, how are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, baby. There we go. You can ride that pony, Devil. The DJ, Devil Goat. You can be the DJ. You gotta get them music playing for sure. Do like that ride upon it. I mean, that's because Kiko, our moderator, was mentioning the fact that she was calling me Magic Mark. I'm pretty sure at one point. I mean, I don't know if that's insinuating anything whatsoever. If she wants to see me stripping, I don't know. I can dance a pole, maybe. I don't know, maybe. Never tried it, never will. But I mean, never been a fantastic dancer either. So I mean, if you could put me in the same boat as Channing Tatum, I mean, I'd happily say I'd take that as a compliment anyway for sure. But going in. But we're going to be waiting around for maps, our lobby codes of sure, which is the best part, and hoping, obviously there's the new season, right? We're into season 2 now of Black Ops 6. Podcaster, nothing's changed. We are still going to expect it to be absolutely nightmare, and we won't be getting any fantastic lobbies where we're getting to get every single thing correct. I stand by it. I can't see it happening. But you can always hope and pray that at least some of the lobbies we can get something working quite nicely. And that means so we can get some stats. Like, we want to see the player stats. That's what we're wanting to see. And if we get that, then all good. But if we don't, oh well, that is just going to be the way it goes, right? And that's just how the cookie crumbles, and we'll wait and see. But we are in the lobby, thankfully. We're ready, we're set up. And I was right in saying it is Brucey, Dystopic, Cootie, and Lockdown for Project Haze, Deluxe, Kempit, Monspete, and Ramsey for your opposition of Syfer, Spectre. Syfer's looking to see if they can get the first win on the board. On the other side of the table there, you've got Project Haze looking to be undefeated going into this one. Okay, so DJ Devil says, let's go Syfer. I like it. I like it a lot. Good to see there are players and supporters of both sides so far. I don't know if they'd heard me, but my microphone's not working. So I'll say ready, invoice, the good old-fashioned chat, the good old-fashioned type chat, so that they can tell that everybody is ready, Codcaster and all. Ladies and gentlemen, map number 1 was about to commence. We're going into Haze and a hardpoint. Like it says, Project Haze looking to start where they left off with a win and continue that winning spree. Project Haze is going to try and put that dampener into Syfer Spectre, because so far, yet to find a win, but only played one match so far. But it was a 3-0 loss, which is not going to put any motivation or any little bit of hype in behind you. But you just never know your opposition. On that day, you can be frying. Speaking of frying, let's go and see as we hop in to map number 1. Here we go. If the game comes up, there we go. It's just be like that today. And I forgot I have changed my graphic interface settings, my HUD. There we go. And we're in, ladies and gentlemen. Back to where we go. But Kempa, first blood in, instantaneously off the rip. Let's make sure these buttons are working. None of the buttons are working, so it's going to be good old-fashioned buttons on my keyboard. There we go. We're back in. Right, let's look over his dystopic. Doesn't manage to get the spot on the player, but the player on the time will be beamed, thankfully for him. Tries to get the challenge in. Ramsey's there. Cody's trying to stay alive just on the outskirts of the hardpoint, but hardpoint going quite well here for Syfer Spectre, as they are currently leading the way here by a total of 18 points, and that is just accumulating to a little bit more, but they do have that back spawns for Project Haze, so wherever it goes from here, they're looking to try and find that. Let's get this game audio back on as well, and there we go. We are good inside the hardpoint in the lockdown, and beside that Lamborghini. Making sure to hold the back spawns there, holding as much of this time as possible. P2 being one of these money hills, especially on Hacienda, can be quite a good hill to hold some great time, but there isn't an easy rotation to the third hardpoint. Locations in the back though. Monspeed's trying to make that maneuver. Does get absolutely beamed. Cody finds 2. You've got lockdown on a 4 spree as well. I mean, this is just how you want to start and continue your spree going forward. Brucey finds 1. Challenge again. Another player comes running straight down. But lockdown here is still continuing his spree on 5. Looking to build towards them streaks. Hellstorm missile not far away as well. But a good second hardpoint here for the team of Project Haze. Looking to now get a rotation around. 2 players starting to make that move. 1 does get picked off. Cody's going all the way to the back. He's going to spot Kempa in the back spawn in position, and that is going to be opening up the position for them to try and get on towards that new hardpoint. Monspeed though, trying to fight with Cody inside 10. Cody wins the gunfight. He's going to be challenged again. Does get traded out. But there you go. Brucey finds 1. Team Nade is going to unluckily take out Kempa there, but at least they are going to get this close spawns for Team Syfer. Oh, the nade. It's just unlucky there as well. Deluxe managed to fall to that. Ramsey's in the back though. Does spot 1. 3 dead in the feed. Make that all 4 dead for Project Haze. Syfer Spectre is going to get some great time here on this P3 as much as possible. Looking to make that rotation now towards that P4 side. Already lockdown. Trying to lock down the area. He finds 1, finds 2. He's going to line them up. That's 3 in the feed. Lockdown. Absolutely beaming. Emma's in hand looking to do some work. Not a good position to be trying to kind of take that player out there, but there you go. Another one in the feed. The nade takes him out. Close spawns here from Monspeed as they try to find the pick. Team Nade's going to kill 2 players of Project Haze. It's going to push them out. Syfer Spectre is going to get into the hardpoint. And now this is their time here to try and take this lead. Unfortunate for the Haze squad. Team Nade's going that way is not what you want to see. Ramsey on a 5 spree at the moment though. Looking absolutely solid here as well. 12 and 7 so far. He's going to make it 6 in a row. Now he's going to hunt for more. Knows where the players are coming from that spawn. Lockdown's going to come, but 2-player challenge will win that gunfight, thankfully, for Dystopic as he goes to try and push on towards the hardpoint. Monspeed's there. but it's still time for Syfer Spectre here. Goody puts the contest in, gets beamed off of it. Teammates in there as well, trying to find the kills, but Deluxe finds the 2. Deluxe and Ramsey now building towards it. P1 is underway and Syfer Spectre are leading the way. Monspeed finds 1 onto Cootie. It's all about these positionings here around this P1 hardpoint. We don't know, it's very contested. Nobody really gets much time on the hardpoint, but Dystopic is lying on it. The teammates will fall. Back and forward we go. Dystopic stays on the hardpoint, finds the pick, gets challenged. Kemper wins the gunfight. Goes to pick up the AR as well, though. Is then caught in a reload situation. Brucey back and forward. The kills go. Monspeed finding that kill there. But they are keeping the lead here. If you're Syfer Spectre, this is a great position to be in. Looking towards the new hill though. Dystopic is already inside behind Lambo. It's going to get pinched. And there you go. 2 players are already in for Syfer Spectre. Now, the player in the back needs to be sought out for. It is dealt with. Cootie now. Trophy system saves the day though for Spectre so far, but Cootie comes flying in. His teammate will come in to clear that as well. That'll be lockdown, and there we go. 2 dead in the feed means that Syfer Spectre are spawned out a little bitty here, and they're going to have to try and make that push back in. Middle of the map here is where the cut fights go. No, but Bruce is taken out by the nade. Now lockdown trying to watch the players in the back. Rotation. They are coming through mid doors. Lockdown finds it. There you go though, 2 for Deluxe, and he's going to break on in. Cootie's there. Cootie wins the gunfights as well, and it's back and forward once again. Project Haze holding, and still holding here as their teammates do get that crossfire, thankfully for them. Only 1 more player nearby, but P3 is where we are going to next. Dystopic. Gonna have to try and find some early picks here. There's already 2 players around and about that hill. Ramsey finds 1. Back and forward we go, but Cootie knows exactly where the players are. Deluxe thankfully gets himself to regen here. And he wins the gunfight. Deluxe 3 on a row. But while that's happening, Project Haze have made their way into that hardpoint. They've got themselves in position. They are gaining the seconds here, there and everywhere. But it's contested. Brucey comes in for that contest. There you go. They might take the lead here only for a few seconds. But they are starting to get a little bit warmer here now as Brucey continuing 3 in a row. Does get chowed. Does get absolutely beamed. And there you go. The man that's going to save the day is your Deluxe. Finds a second. And a good amount of time here. The last bit of scrap time goes their way. Brucey now looking towards a new hardpoint. Finds 1. Expecting another player there, but the teammate clears up that as well. That's lockdown and Brucey now on the time. Bruce decides to leave the time here to try and kill the players on the outskirts. Challenge is going to come in here. Player number 6 here, but Monspeed in the rotation around the back. Finds 1. Doesn't find a second. Lockdown though. Looking to his back. Hoping that nobody comes on the pinch. Thankfully for him, there is nobody there at the moment. They need to win the gunfights towards that P2 side. Now, challenge does come in from the back. Ramsey finds 2. Is he going to make it free? He does. He clears the hardpoint. He wins the hardpoint for Syfer, and they'll take the lead once again. Good amount of time here. Still 18 seconds to play for, and this one it's a very close hardpoint once again between the 2 sides, as it has been in Division 5. Both matches that we have watched Project Haze have been close matches. Ramsey doesn't find the next. We'll jump on board with this topic now, so we're going back towards that P1 for our 3rd set of rotations. Beamed. Absolutely beamed in favour. Kempa in the hardpoint. Cootie challenges it, finds that gunfight, gets his 4th, but doesn't stay alive long enough here to build any more streaks here. And so far, we're still not getting anybody to get that Hellstorm missile. It's really difficult to do. It's all about that score. You need to be making score time count as well as them kills. But getting 8 kills can sometimes still not get you. But lockdown, find 1, his teammate will find another. Challenge comes in from behind, and Lockdown is doing it once again. 22 and 17, looking to this back here, going towards this P2 spawn side. Syfer Spectre almost at that 200 point mark. Lockdown's going to have to back down though. Can't keep gunning there. He only had 4 bullets left in that magazine. Had to get the reload in. Deluxe is over to find the trades, but Lockdown clears the way. Rotation in the back though. Deluxe does finally come in and gets that spawn. Somehow finds out that Lockdown is down still and out. But there we go. Dystopic clears away and finally that has cleared back again. Back and forward we go. Hardpoint time though. Ramsey's just trying to peter on the edge. Can't find that now. Kempa's going to go for the challenge. Looking for that player. 3 dead in the feed though for Syfer Spectre. He's going to have to back down. They do have that close spawns. But 32 seconds still on that time. You want to hold this if you're Project Haze, and they're doing just that. Another 3 dead in the feed, and P2 has been their bread and butter. Ramsey go for the challenge, finds that last bit of scrap time. 15 seconds, they're giving up here. That's quite a considerable amount of margin time here if you're Project Haze. Very interesting strategy. Though, where we set here for this new hardpoint, you need to find the picks. Unluckily for Project Haze, as one player does fall already, Monspe at least gets traded out. But Dystopic, it's a very strange angle to be holding here. He's going to get slid through the door. He does spot that one player, doesn't see anybody coming through though. Now goes for that challenge. There you go, 1. Ramsey sliding again. His damage second. Traded out. The hardpoint is broken. Deluxe is in the zone. 27 and 19. Make that 29 and 19. And oh my god, the double clears the zone. 20 seconds away and they can win it here. But it is traded out. The jump over the nade. The team nade comes in. Cudi did get the players with that Hellstorm missile. And he has to jump into the zone now. It's a 20-second game. It's anybody's game. It is going down to the next rotation. And look who's already in it. You've already got Kempa. Finds 1. Finds 2. Oh, he doesn't get the third. If you got the third, that could have been the game. Doesn't keep going though. Thankfully, that is going to be Syfer Spectre in the zone here. 10 more seconds required is going to be hell to the metal here. If you're Project Haze, having to make the pushes that count. But Ramsey beams you straight away. As soon as you turn that corner, he finds a second. Ladies and gentlemen, Syfer Spectre will take map and number 1 in a 250 to a 221 fashion. And what a match. What a close hardpoint once again. Yeah, Cudi here with this kill cam. But Ramsey, when it needed to be done, in the end he finds the multiple kills that clears the zone, that clears the hardpoint and stops anybody getting anywhere near that zone. Ramsey though, solid performance from him. Kills wise, 32 and 26. Most amount of damage on his team. Most amount of hell time on his team as well. Solid work. Too busy putting scores in there, we're forgetting about all of this other bits and bobs that we have to do here. But map number 1. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Syfer lead the way after map 1. Can't say I was expecting that, considering they went down 3-0 to 7-VN. However, Project Haze have had really close matches so far out of their 2 matches. This one looks like it could be another chance of that, as we will be waiting to get into the lobby to watch that Search and Destroy on Skyline is our next match. Let's jump to some replays in just 1 second here before we get set up for that next match. Is Dystopic. Doesn't manage to get the spot on the player, but the player on the time will be beamed, thankfully for him. Guinea making sure to hold the wax spawns there, holding as much of this time as possible. P2 being one of these money hills, especially on Hacienda, can be quite a good hill to hold some great time, but there isn't an easy rotation to the third hardpoint. Locations in the back though. Monspeed's trying to make that maneuver. Monspeed's trying to make that maneuver. Does get absolutely beam. Cootie finds 2. You've got lockdown on a 4 spree as well. I mean, this is just how you want to start and continue your spree going forward. Brucey finds 1. Challenge again. Another player comes running. Hellstorm missile not far away as well. But a good second hardpoint here for the team of Project Haze, looking to now get a rotation around. 2 players starting to make that move. 1 does get picked off. Coodie's going all the way to the back. He was going to spot Kempa in the back to make that move. 1 does get picked off. Coodie's going all the way to the back. He was going to spot Kempa in the back, spawn in position, and that is going to be opening up the position for them to try and get on towards that new hardpoint. Monspeed though, trying to fight with Coodie inside 10. Coodie wins the gunfight. He's going to be challenged again. The feed, make that all 4 dead for Project Haze. Syfer Spectre is going to get some great time here on this P3 as much as possible, looking to make that rotation now towards that P4 side. Already lockdown, trying to lock down the area. He finds 1, finds 2. He's going to line them up. That's free in their feed. That's free in their feed. Lockdown, absolutely beaming. Emma's in hand, looking to do some work. Not a good position to be trying to kind of take that player out there, but there you go. Another one in the feed. The nade takes him out. Close spawns here from Monspeed as they try to find teammates. Going that way is not what you want to see. Ramsey on a 5 spree at the moment though, looking absolutely solid here as well. 12 and 7 so far. He's going to make it 6 in a row. Now he's going to hunt for more. Knows where the players are coming from that spawn. Lockdown's going to come, but 2-player challenge. Will finds 1 onto Coodie. It's all about these positionings here around this P1 hardpoint. We don't know, it's very contested. Nobody really gets much time on the hardpoint, but Dystopic is lying on it. The teammates will fall back and forward. We go. Dystopic stays on the hardpoint, finds Nick, gets challenged. Brucey comes in for that contest. There you go. They might take the lead here only for a few seconds, but they are starting to get a little bit warmer here now as Brucey continuing 3 in a row. Does get chowed, does get absolutely beamed, and there you go. The man that's going to save the day is your Deluxe. Finds a second. Towards the new hardpoint, finds 1. Expecting another player there, but the teammate clears up that as well. That's Lockdown and Brucey now on the time. Bruce decides to leave the time here to try and kill the players on the outskirts. Challenge is going to come in here, player number 6 here, but Monspeed in the rotation around the back finds 1. Hoping that nobody comes on the pinch. Thankfully for him, there is nobody there at the moment. They need to win the gunfight towards that P2 side. Now, challenge does come in from the back. Ramsey finds 2. Is he going to make it free? He does. He clears the hardpoint. He wins the hardpoint for Syfer, and they'll take the lead once again. Ramsey doesn't find the next. We'll jump on board with this topic now, so we're going back towards that P1 for our third set of rotations. Beamed. Absolutely beamed in favour. Kempa in the hardpoint. Coodie challenges it, finds that spawn side. Syfer's almost at that 200 point mark.
Hello, 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 my fans. Smoke. Fair cash. Thank you for the follow.
Bullets left in that magazine. Had to get the reload in. Deluxe is over to find the trades, but Lockdown clears the way. Haze, as 1 player does fall already. Monspeed at least gets traded out, but Dystopic. It's a very strange angle to be holding here. He's going to get slid through the door. He does spot that 1 player. Doesn't see anybody coming through though. Now goes for that challenge.
Alright, so we need to get a reset because for some reason Codcaster is being Codcaster and we can't get it to work. But how are we doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Happy hump day to you all. It's been a long week. I don't know if it's been a long week for you all, but it's been a long week for me for sure. I don't know what's going on with Codcaster, but you know, there's a new issue every single time, right? We get a new Codcaster, but it's the same Codcaster. It just never gets fixed. Big up Marks. Yeah, big up Marks. Appreciate it, Smoke. How are you doing? How are we doing? So yeah, Well, hopefully we can get into this because we don't want to have to be switching up things too often or not, but we're waiting on that new lobby to be set. I don't know if they can change the settings of the Codcaster, for example. Like, I literally could not switch sides. There's always that option on Codcaster would say switch sides. Didn't give me that option. It was a bit bugged, bit of a strange one. So, I mean, there's not really much I can do at the end of it. And, yeah, I guess... we'll fingers crossed that happens and it doesn't happen like that for the most part, because when you're trying to get things done and you're trying to get a nice seemingly flawless COD cast, you know, it's just doesn't work. It never works that way, but hey ho. Wait and see. Wait for that lobby code. We'll wait to see what is going down in town. But let's look at that series board for now. As we do know, it is 1-0 to the good here for Syfer Spectre, as they did win that hardpoint. Clutched up, was very close in the end, and Ramsey just pulled out some good kills. Would take him the kill leader as well. And the amount of hell time that he was taking was just phenomenal. 32 and 26 he goes. Plus 10 in the KD. A 1 minute and 51 seconds of total time going his way. And that final spree in the end that won them the rotation. Even though the early rotation went in from Project Haze, they were willing to give up P3 a little bit early to get P4, but they lost the gunfights on the way there. The one player making that rotation round and was already there was Ramsey. 3 dead in the feed, wipes it clear. Project Haze had no response. Pinned back, having to just throw bodies on the line to try and get the contestant, to try and get that break for them to try and win it. They need 30 more seconds, just under it anyway. Wasn't much longer needed. If you were Syfer Spectre, and they do win their first map count of the ECL, which is always a bonus. Yeah, Codcaster's changed. So I might have to restart my game. I think my game's bugged out. In a way, I'm going to restart my game. It's definitely something not quite right there with the game, which is a bit annoying. Can't switch sides, can't do nothing. Just going to have the Codcaster glitch. Always. Right, we're good. We just have to apologise to everybody. Actually, it's my fault for a change. Well, we say it's my fault. It's not really my fault, but it's the game's fault. But big up Treyarch, big up Ricochet cheat system, big up everybody. In fact, Activision, it's one thing that the community would like you to do, especially ones that compete and are a little bit more competitive than others, would love to have Codcaster fixed. The people that are in the background doing challenger stats and such like would love to see all of that running nice and smoothly, especially after the amount of time that we have had playing COD with the Codcaster. Like, surely by now it's not that difficult to have it organized and ready to go. Hold on. Sorry about this, guys. All of a sudden, people are needing restarts because it says we're all in different versions of the game. There must have been a wee quick update. I don't know what that was or what it involves, but there was definitely a wee quick update potentially involved in your Call of Duty. So if you haven't already done it, just so you can make sure you can join lobbies, make sure you hit the refresh of your game and get yourself back into a new one, and hopefully that solves your issues. That being said, we don't even know if it's true. I need to wait for my game to kick off. Hopefully we can join back into that lobby and we can get map number 2 on Skyline, Search and Destroy, underway. We do have a lobby code, which is a bonus, and then we will get that in, and hopefully we will get straight in to map number 2 as quickly as physically possible. While we connect to these private matches and such, we hope and we pray that it all runs just as we intend it to be. Still doesn't give you the access to switch it, but we just have to do it. Okay, colours will still be wrong, but I've got my overlay on stream, so it'll be alright. Okay, so map number 2 is going to be completely reversed, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what is going on. I should have been playing this game but got denied, Mark Fumin. Oh, it was. Unlucky, bro. So, we know that it's going to be Team Spectre are going to be the team on your left. They'll be the attacking side. But thankfully, the lobby has crashed. So, I mean, we're not getting underway. How come you got denied, Wes? Why were you denied? What's the issue? I feel like everybody's gonna have to... we still have that issue where the game lobby closes out. We have to wait for it to close, and thankfully we don't have to shut it down now, which is a bonus. That's one thing they have fixed with the private lobbies. The only issue we've got now is a few other issues happening, and you know, this is just how the story goes. Oh my god, you know what I mean? Just when you think it can't get worse, they make it worse. Like, oh, Codcaster will fix one thing. Your lobbies will be fine. You just can't switch up your colours as an easy option. Yo, Syfer, thank you for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Might as well just showing you my face for now. I mean, well, we try and sort out why this is being like this. Callcaster settings, menus. Is there any like way in which we can change things around? Like, there isn't. They've literally changed. There is like very minuscule Codcaster settings now. Like literally nothing. I mean, what do we do? What do we do, chat? Like, what do you do? Like, nobody has time, right? Codcaster settings. If you've been in Codcaster settings, like you get the chance to have a team setting for team one, and team 2, which involves your colours, your substitute colour, your secondary colour, your name, your little abbreviation, your acronym, or whatever you want to call it. So you get that for each team, right? And normally you have your team identity. You get to choose custom, which is obviously your own ones, or default, right? Which means it just locks it. But when you're custom, you put your names in, their actual team names and stuff, which is great, which is what we all need for doing private games against teams like this in different leagues. However, after them 2 settings, there was a setting where you could just change, right? So you could switch sides so that you don't have to keep typing in all that information, changing the colours in between games because obviously teams switch in the competitive scene, and they've removed that switch button. Like, hello? There's a fucking LAN just about to happen this weekend for Call of Duty for the competitive scene. Yes, granted, they get their own fucking codcaster, which clearly works and is clearly nothing wrong with, but they do this to us. We can't have that option to just go, switch sides, please. Switch sides. Well, the Syfer Spectre is going to go on the attacking side. We'll push them to the other side, so we have that on our screen. So when we're commentating and we're doing any of our chat online, and even just like if you're doing VODs for teams, you'll get to know the players and who's killing who. You'll get to see it in the feed. You'll get to see the colours. Now you're just going to have to try and translate that yourself, like mid-game. Be like, oh yeah, actually that wasn't your team, that's the other team, because they're in green, but they're not actually green. They're the team in blue. Oh, I swear. It makes me cry. This is I've been putting my hands in the air, so if the fucking camera decides it wants to follow me and everything as well. But yeah, this is just the way it goes, right? This is just how the cookie crumbles and how we get used to a new lobby, hopefully. But one map down, we're 52 minutes into the stream. We've done one map and we're having issues and nobody is getting back. So I don't know what's happening for the next one. I'll have to wait and see. And there we go. Speaking of which, the invite comes in. I'm gonna see if I can join party. I don't know what's going on. You can't. It's so bugged. Is this because of the cross-platform introduction? Maybe that's what's caused it. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's totally bugged and not the best for us whatsoever. There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, this time around, we do get into map number 2. Search and destroy onto that beautiful map that is Skyline. We're hoping, we're fingers crossed, we are praying to the gods above. Our COD gods. Give us a working codcaster. That's all we ask. That is all we ask for our fellow casters and all of these other people that are doing competitive Call of Duty, whether it's amateur scene, semi-pro, or working your way towards that pro level so we can be playing on that stage. So, we know, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be wrong on your screen. However, it is Syfer that is the team in green. I'm also on board with Ramsey here early on. Looking to see if he gets who will get the first pick in this matchup. All watching their angles, watching their positions though. Brucey's going to get the first spot on to Deluxe. Does get some tags, but Deluxe manages to back down into safety. To stop it up top now, decides to push forward. Right down that hallway. He's going to get that first pick. There you go. First blood is underway. Cootie answers back with another air as well. Now you're going to get Brucey. Sliding on in. Lockdown finds the kill. It's all on to that one man of Deluxe. A one-man army. Has to try and take out all 4 members. He can't do so. Round is done. He's taking a swim. And there we go. Map number 1 round goes their way. Exactly what they needed. Okay, here we go now. On board. Oh, he's gonna almost need himself, but he's gonna get the pick on the bomb. He does. Oh my god! Imagine doing such a crazy start there, but still managing to win a gunfight after all the shenanigans going off though with Deluxe. For your side of Syfer Spectre. Two men left, but only up against three. Bombs down. Ramsey gets one weak, backs down. Oh, he's all left alone. Beamed. Ramsey finds one at least. 1v2 scenario, only 14 seconds left. Not enough time here to get the diffuser win and the kills. And there we go. The round is won. Project Haze, 2-0 up. Well, Wes was too good to play. Project Haze, guys, are 2-0 to the good after this S&D so far. Now, with them on the attack, it's going to be Syfer keeping on board with as they push up. Straight through kitchen. First blood goes to Ramsey. Gives him that advantage in an attacking round. It's exactly what you need. Good pick found though. Traded back and forward. Lockdown gets out with his life. It's 2 versus 3 scenario here if you're Syfer. Oh, and the gunfight win. Syfer pull one back. Too many people to watch out for. Too much scenarios. But the winning gunfight in the end goes the way of Kemper. For Syfer Spectre to take one back in that round there. Now, let's go back on board with Project Haze as they are on the attack. Always through that bedroom push straight towards that A bomb site. First blood though is Deluxe's. Mons Pete finds another lockdown. And Cootie are left 2 alive. Would we say sorry, lockdown is left in a 1v3. Bombs down towards that A site now. Who's going to get the timing on this one as Deluxe doesn't spot the player making that rotation down through vents. Mons Pete though. He's watching bomb site. He's got the angle. He's got a great position to be at. You're going to hear that player to his left as well. Lockdown though finds that pick. 1 versus 2. Has he got it in him to pull it back? Gets the peek. Knows there's 2 players about though. Can't show too much body, too many shoulders. But the break of the thing was just trying to bait people out. I like that play here from Lockdown. But he does eventually fall. Syfer. Tie it up. What a way to do it as well. Couple of kills in their fade. Lockdown couldn't do it all. He's not the one-man army that we want him to be there. It's a lot asking of any player to find that 1v3 scenario. But 2 rounds on the bounce for Syfer Spectre gets him back to a tie game. We do have a disconnect though. I don't know what that happens in terms of that. Looks like Lockdown has decided he's not playing. The rest of his team are stood still as well, and we will get that reset for now. It's 2 apiece so far. We're going to get a reset because something is just not quite right, ladies and gentlemen. And we've said it from the start of this round and the start of this map. It is not looking good, bruv. It's just not looking good. So we're going to keep that tally down there and make sure it is 2-2. So we know exactly the scores before anything goes wrong. 2-2. At least nothing earned, right? There's not going to be any trophy system. It's stuck at 2-2. There we go. So yeah, it was a dev error for one of the players. They have to reset, which means they will be getting themselves back in and get into this lobby, hopefully, soon as, which means it will be 2-2 going into the next match, which is what we expected. 27 and 19, make that 29 and 19, and oh my god, the double clears the zone. Get the third if you got the third, that could have been the game. Doesn't keep going though, thankfully. That is going to be Syfer Spectre in the zone here. 10 more seconds required is going to be hell to the metal here. If your Project Haze having to make the pushes that count, but Ramsey beams you straight away. As soon as you turn that corner, he finds a second. Get the third if you got the third, that could have been the game. Brucey is going to get the first spot on to Deluxe, does get some tags, but Deluxe manages to back down into safety. Stopic up top now decides to push forward. Right down that hallway, he's going to get that first pick. There you go, first blood is under. Right down that hallway, he's going to get that first pick. There you go, first blood is underway. Cootie answers back with another air as well. Now you're going to get Brucey. Sliding on in, Lockdown finds the kill. It's all on to that one man of Deluxe. A one-man army. Has to try and take out all 4 members. He can't. Okay, here we go now. On board. Oh, he's going to almost need himself. He's going to get the pick on the bomb. Ramsey gets 1 weak. Backs down. Oh, he's all left alone. Beamed. Ramsey finds 1 at least. 1v2 scenario, only 14 seconds. We were going to start again, but it looks like something is just not right. We maybe shouldn't have started it, ladies and gentlemen. Just when we thought it was all good, right? Just when we thought it was all good. Turns out it's not. Turns out that game's done and dusted. Issues left, right and centre. So far it's not looking good for Codcasted. It's not looking good for Black Ops 6. Competitive so far, but the LAN starts tomorrow. Need to get some hype behind it. Good pick found though. Traded back and forward. Lockdown gets out with his life. It's 2 versus 3 scenario here if you're Syfer. Oh, and player making that rotation down through vents. On speed though. We have fun. We have fun, don't we? This is only my first full year still as well, so I mean, it's an interesting side of things to see this. Will Wes is the talent. Dan, you're right. Will Wes is an absolute goat. He's an absolute goat for sure. Can't show too much body, too many shoulders. Right. They're waiting for that loading time. They're going to make sure that the player's in the lobby, right? It's going to be a difficult ask. Wait and see if this all works nice and smoothly before we do send you onto that screen ready to see match number 2 continue where it's 2-2 where we last left it. So it's the first to 4. We'll win the S&D. Here we go. Here we go. Loop-de-loo. Here we go. Loop-de-lie. Looks like everybody is loaded in. The game is gone. We are in. And there we go. Stay on board. With Syfer Spectre here. As Deluxe is watching down towards that A side. Towards that P2 spawn side. to spot that one player. Gets shot at from the other side though. Back and forward we go. Chase is on. Cudi has to get out with his life. He's rotating on the back though. The challenge comes and he absolutely beams. I have no idea how he has the right to win that gunfight. But the last one doesn't decide to jump in. And there you go. It is Syfer, Spectre who continue to keep it going here as Kempa is the final kill. Straight on to Brucey, sliding in. Monspeed is also there to try and find that trade just in case it all went Pete Tong. Thankfully for Syfer Spectre though it didn't. And they now take that lead here. Let's get on board now with Project Haze as they look to tie it back up again here. We are in round number 6, remember, because of the reset. Ramsey has to get shot at though, but Kemp is the first person to find that first blood once again. Back and forward we go. Deluxe is the 2v2. We missed most of that. The player in the back though, now Deluxe is left in a 1 versus 2 up against Lockdown and Cudi. And Cudi is looking to put that bomb down. Get that placement sorted. Lockdown's got to watch over the top. Sons of stuns out the back. Nothing found. Knows must be through that front. Guess what happens though? Deluxe manages to tie it up to a 1v1 now. And it's all down to Lockdown. Spots Lockdown over that top of the bomb. Does get the kill. There's the spree. A 5 in a row. He's going to get the defuse as well. He's got plenty of time going it. And that might well be... He's not even got the streaks attached. He could have been so close to having streaks. Where's any of them streaks here if you're Deluxe? That RCXD could have been earned. You could have been working towards that cruise missile, but you do not have it up on the screen unless that's just a visual glitch for us. But Syfer now 2 rounds on the bounce. A great bounce back here. Give themselves a lead. 2 away from winning it. Stay on board with Deluxe, right? We have to. Attacking round for them. Stay on board with Deluxe. 5 in a row. What has he got up his sleeve here? Once again, going for that challenge here, expecting the player to challenge it straight through. Shoots through the wall, hoping to find a tag. Does get tagged himself, though. His teammate Monspeed's going to push up. Does get that first blood. Nade comes out here, and Monspeed gets that as well. 2 in a row. Bomb goes down. Lockdown finds hit Deluxe. Well, that's actually Ramsey, thankfully for them. It is not Deluxe who's on that spray. Deluxe though does tag. Monspeed's going to challenge it. They're going to get that pinch in. Cudi wins the gunfight though. Cudi doesn't win the second one. It's Deluxe. There we go. And that's the game. The round. Syfer. 3 in a row. We're 1 away. That'll be match point. That'll be 2-0 in the series if it continues this way. It's not looking good as Project Haze. Just not managing to see through it. It is working out well here for Syfer as they look to win the S&D and take the series 2-0. Deluxe still continued his spree as well. Would have been Hellstorm missile earned for sure. And instead we're on board with the Project Haze team looking to try and win at least one of these rounds to get it back in contention. Kempe will be shot through the wall to go in their favour. Thankfully, Dystopic and Lockdown on that push up front. Everybody's down below though. They're trying to make a wrap. 4 versus 2 scenario. Kempa spots 1. Teammate tries to go for the trade. Back and forward we go. They're going up towards that B bomb site. It's now all down to Monspeed. A 1 versus 4 will win this, win the round and win the map. However, it is the biggest and difficult ask here as Monspeed looks for 1. Does get 1. Trades out. Too many players to deal with. Thankfully for Project Haze, they pull 1 back into that round. They can't afford to go faultless here now because if 1 more win goes towards the Syfer squad, that will be the S&D done. We're currently 5 rounds to 3 at the moment in time. Deluxe did eventually fall in his spray. He's 6-1 though. He's so far, that's not included in the first 4 rounds that we did witness. Straight through to B push. A very hard, quick push towards B. Brucey and his teammates are there backing it off though. Lockdown finds the first blood. That's exactly what Project Haze need to open themselves up. Brucey finds another, gets traded out now. Cootie falls. Oh my god, Mons Pete 1 versus 2 scenario, bombs down. He's gonna have to duck, dive and dodge. Turns for the recharge, but Lockdown's there. The gunfight win for Lockdown, and there we go. Another round on the board here for Syfer Spectre. Well, for Project Haze, sorry. Another round. 1 round at a time. We're calling out if your Project Haze. 1 round at a time. 2 rounds they need to win. 1 round to make it a round 11. Lockdown on the attack this time round. It will be Project Haze trying to make that push forward foot. Trophy systems are out, thankfully. It's not going to be weakened here. We do see 1 player push up though. Mons Pete finds that first blood. Deluxe finds another. 2 versus 2, but there you go. It's all down to Ramsey. He finds the 1. The next one's going to go their way. Wow. The double. To win the round. It is 6 rounds to 4. Syfer Spectre are winning the series so far. They are too good at this moment in time. 2 to the good in series count. That will be the win. That will be Syfer 2-0 up. 6-4 it goes in the S&D. They are 1 round away from winning their first series here in the ACL Division 5. What a way to do it. It looked like Project Haze had that bounce back coming. It looked like they had an opportunity to potentially tie things up in S&D at least. Maybe even bring it back and get the chance to win it. But Syfer Spectre had the cool. They managed to finish it out. And thankfully for them, they'll hope that's the way it stays. Because they want to keep that momentum going. We will be getting ready to set the lobby once again. Next map is definitely not map number 2, ladies and gentlemen. No, so we will close that for now. It is map number 3. We're going to vault. It is going to be that double vault opportunity. There you go. First blood is underway. Cootie answers back with another air as well. Now you're going to get Brucey. Control could be absolute nightmare. Key is B. If you get any of them picks on B, the chances are you have that opportunity to win. Give yourself as many ticks as possible. Yo, Rye 7Y. Oh, wow. Rice? What do you? How do you even say that name? Hello. Welcome. Thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Oh, he's gonna almost need himself. He's gonna get the pick on the bomb. We'll just wait on the next lobby to be set up, and we will get back into the action. Oh, he's all left alone. Beamed. Ramsey finds 1 at least. 1v2 scenario, only 14 seconds left. Not enough time here to get the diffuser win and the kills. And there, after this S&D so far, now with them on the attack, it's going to be Syfer keeping on board with as they push up. Straight through kitchen. First blood goes to Ramsey. Gives him that advantage in an attacking round. It's exactly what you need. Good pick found though. Traded back and forward. Lockdown gets out with his life. It's 2 versus 3 scenario here if you're Syfer. Oh, and player making that rotation down through vents. Mons Pete though. He's watching bomb site. He's got the angle. He's got a great position to be at. You're going to hear that player to his left as well. Lockdown though finds that pick. 1 versus 2. Has he got it in him to pull it back? Gets the peek. Knows there's two players about though. Can't show too much body, too many shoulders. But the break of the thing was just trying to bait people out. I like that play here from Lockdown. But he does have here. His Deluxe is watching down towards that A side. Towards that P2 spawn side. Just spot that one player. Just gets shot at from the other side though. Back and forward we go. Chase is on. Cudi has to get out with his life. He's rotating on the back though. The challenge comes and he absolutely watch over the top. Suns the stuns out the back. Nothing found. Knows must be through that front. Guess what happens though? Deluxe manages to tie it up to a 1v1 now. And it's all down to Lockdown. Spots Lockdown over that top of the bomb. Does get the kill. Once again going for that challenge here. Expecting the player to challenge straight through. Shoots through the wall. Hoping to find a tag. Does get tagged himself though. His teammate Monspeed's going to push up. Does get that first blood. Nade comes out here. And Monspeed gets that as well. 2 in a row. Bomb goes down. Lockdown finds hit Deluxe. Well, that's actually Deluxe. Well, that's actually Ramsey, thankfully for them. It is not Deluxe who's on that spray. Deluxe though does tag. Monspeed's going to challenge it. They're going to get that pinch in. Cudi wins the gunfight though. Cudi doesn't win the second one. It's Deluxe. Teammate tries to go for the trade. Back and forward we go. They're going up towards that B bomb site. It's now all down to Monspeed. A 1 versus 4 will win this, win the round and win the map. However, it is the biggest and difficult ask here as Monspeed looks for one. He's 6-1 though. He's so far that's not included in the first 4 rounds that we did witness. Brucey is going to get the first spot on to Deluxe. Does get some tags, but Deluxe manages to back down into safety. Stopic up top now, decides to push forward. Right down that hallway, he's going to get that first pick. There you go, first blood is under. Right down that hallway, he's going to get that first pick. There you go, first blood is underway. Cudi answers back. Ladies and gentlemen, map number 3 is about to commence. Vault on your control. It is 2-0 to Syfer as they look to beat Project Haze and give the first shot and winding to the Project Haze squad who went 2 in a row so far and wins. Let's head on over into that vault control. This time we've got the right scenario around. Project Haze on the attacking round early on. Cudi looking to find a first pick early. Kempis finds the first blood though. He finds the double. Trying to push on through. Monspeed is up there. The defense is looking strong. They're pushing up as much as possible, gaining as much control on the ground as possible to try and give themselves an opening here. If they could push them far back into that spawn, it could be devastating here for Project Haze as they've already a couple of lives down. Kempa adds another. Ramsey adds one as well. This is going to be the spawn trap potentially. Ramsey does fall. Brucey though saves the day like Batman would. Manages to get out of that spawn trap. Thankfully for them. They'll get the hop the zone towards A. Does he spot the player down to the corner? I don't think he does. Down through vault. First ticket progress made towards A. Kempa though, he's just absolutely beaming so far in this matchup. Now Ramsey trying to get them back in the spawn. Monspeed will clear the area. 29 seconds left and they're going to have to make a push somewhere here as Bruce dips out for his life as Kempa once again just absolutely beams half the lobby. Where is he now? What is he looking to do here? As Monspeed does get beamed off. Kempa though, the player to try and save it. 2 players, all 3 players here at Project Haze do manage to get on, but Deluxe finds all 4 dead. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be the round. There is no chance in hell that Project Haze are getting anywhere further forward. 1 pick of progress here, and that is it for Project Haze. That'll be all the players dead, and a great solid round here in the defense for Syfer Spectre, but there always is in the defense involved. And if you can get yourself pushed up, but Kempa, what a phenomenal play. They all line up here for Deluxe as well. That makes it even easier to just clear that control point. Project Haze will need to do something of the same stature going into this next round. Maybe even better if they can hold off. No ticks of progress here for Syfer Spectre. We'll give them that upper hand going into if we get towards that map. Round 5. Project Haze though. Let's go. Brucey, we're on board with. Everybody's getting stunned left, right and centre. First kill goes their way, Cootie, but Ramsey finds 2, jumps the zone. First person's going to be the stop pick, an unbelievable turn and burn. But it doesn't work out in their favour as Brucey eventually gets through. Monspete and the team of Syfer are looking strong in the control, and I can't believe they lost 3-0 in their first series because this team is looking absolutely phenomenal so far. A great start to their control, a great position here to be in, and they are continuing to get some more points of progress made. Ramsey is going to get a pick here. Instantaneously will be able to turn, and they'll get that second tick of progress towards potentially being made. The stop pick will fall to Ramsey. Progress made. 2 ticks of progress already. Looking to finish up in A. Can they do it? Ramsey does eventually fall. Brucey will save the day for a few seconds, and there we go. A couple of kills going their way for lockdown as well. We'll give them the opportunity to push up towards that spawn. But they have lost more life so far, and they've lost the 2 ticks of progress. Now, Syfer in that position to be in the upper hand so far, if it goes the distance. Monspete finds 1. Now knows the player's coming to challenge him. A catwalk. He doesn't care. He finds that win. Gunfight wins. 3 ticks of progress made towards a 1 extra minute added. The 5-man advantage. Looking towards that B site. What can Monspete do now? Are we going to see an opportunity to rotate it round? Lockdown though on the outskirts. Does spot Ramsey. Thankfully for him, it's not going to be a major deal here, but Monspete is continuing 2 in a row, but he's finished up here as the Stopic finds the 2. The trades come in, but Cootie notices there's a player in that back. He could be a very difficult task to deal with, but there you go, the kills are cleared. Gets out of the spawn as well, though a few are Syfer, but they are keeping that tick and life count going their way. The 3-man advantage so far, but they have to make it count. Nice one from Ramsey, snaps onto him. Straight onto lockdown, it finishes that gunfight. And they have a big advantage here now. Watching the corners, players come and challenge. There's another for Ramsey. Adds up. 2 in a row. Lockdown up top. Inside art. Cootie finds a double. Ramsey finds another. Challenge once again from across the map. The crosses are being finished off. Lockdown comes for that challenge, wins the gunfight. Thankfully for Lockdown, he manages to keep himself alive here as well as Kemp is going to look to do some damage with that nade. Does hit the thing where, there we go. The kills are winning out this, and this should be 1 in the gunfights. Are they going to go for the ticks of progress, or are they just going to go and outgun Dystopic and Cootie because they are up above? But Cootie finds 1. Back and forward we go, but it's Dystopic in art on his own. Is he going to predict it, or are they going to just go and consider that life disadvantage? There we go. That's the way you do it. You don't want to give them the ticks. At least go send your body on the line. Syfer Spectre are looking dominating in their control, though. They definitely have the upper hand here going to round 5. 4 ticks of progress made against that 1 tick of progress made on the other side of Project Haze. And yeah, if their defense is anything like their defense in the round 1, I feel that this could be well and truly over here. We're going to jump aboard with Kempa though, because he has been absolutely phenomenal straight off of the rip of the round, and let's see what he can do into this one. Will there be the prep of the nades? The stuns check is for sure. The Dystopic though will find that first blood. It's actually Brucey because Codcaster beat Codcaster things. Trade back and forward. The defense is alright. 1 tick of progress made, but Monspete just gets 4 in the feed, and we should be watching him as he's absolutely beamed the whole team. And he'll clear the zone. Monspete 7 in a row. What a way to do it. The defense holding once again. Advantage them in this defense. Now, going towards that B site. Monspete ready to make it 8 in a row. Has that Hellstorm missile earned? Cootie comes challenging, makes it 9. He's going to be able to dump it. He goes all the way. Oh, if he won that gunfight. that would have been something else here. But a tick of progress made towards B, 1 tick of progress made towards A. Now they're having to split their lives, but Ramsey will clear that B for now. 2 ticks of progress made towards A. Final tick of progress potentially going to get there unless Monspete can do some damage like he did earlier. But at least his teammates there to trade it out. Deluxe and Co. pushing up from the back spawn here. Ramsey is going to find Cootie in the back. Gets him mega weak. Does find a gunfight. I don't think they're going to get out of this now. Monspete's watching their angles. Deluxe down below in the vault. Monspete 24 and 9. He's absolutely phenomenal at the moment. To stop it though. Finds 2. Oh, the pistol's not going to win the gunfight. Kemp is going to win the gunfight there. He's going to find a double. He's going to push him straight back out into that spawn trap. And it's only for 1 player rotating round the back. Ramsey does spot Cootie though. They're going to call that out. Work alongside with Kempa. Potentially find that pick. Ramsey's on a 5 spree now. He's continued to heat up. And now, only 1 player. Lockdown Ramsey makes it 6. Turns, spins, finds another, makes it 7. It is well and truly all she wrote here. There is no chance in hell I can see Project Haze coming back from this. They only have 6 lives. Make that 5. As that's more kills going the way of Syfer, Spectre, Haze with no more respawns. Mel do 3 players left. The only player pushed up now is Deluxe. He hears the gunfight. He knows the player's there to his left. He decides not to go for it. Hellstorm missile is in. Monspete gonna send it in. Hits that roof. Knows where the players are. Finds the Stopix. Going to try and challenge once again. Who's going mid-map? There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Syfer, Spectre have just absolutely put them in the blender. 3-0 control win. Safe to say, I got pretty hyped with that one. What a performance. Monspete, you absolutely demon. I am scared to see what that scores on the door swar there for Monspete as he goes 29 and 11 with 23 non-traded kills. What a performance. What a performance for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the series in that best of 5. It only needed 3 maps from Syfer as they find their first win in the ECL Division 5 bracket. And what a performance it was. A swift 3-0 going their way. Exactly what you could ask. And Monspete had a performance in that control. Ramsey, though, did a decent job there as well. 20 kills for himself. He was starting to get a wee spree going as well. And then, also in his hard point, he had a phenomenal one. I can't remember who was their stand-up performance in S&D. In the S&D for sure. Looking back at it, because it was so fooked back and forward. But with it happening the way it happened, fair play. Syfer, Spectre, you did exactly what you needed to do. You closed out the series. You won the map. The game is done. And you know what? There is nothing I could say better than GG Syfer, Spectre. Because, yeah, that was phenomenal. And I think your MVP goes towards, it has to be as an overall stand-up performance from the overall matches. I'm going to give it to Ramsey. Fantastic performance all round. Hardpoint all the time, pretty much going your way. The kills, fantastic. Monspete though, you did have a standout performance on that control, and it's a phenomenal one. You're going to get clips from that. I'm sure I'm going to see plenty of it because some of them runs were just fantastic. Switching between weapons and everything. You had the AMS, you had the Jackal, you didn't care what weapon you had in your hand, you were beaming. Absolutely beaming. Fantastic. Well done to you guys. Syfer, Spectre, your winners of this evening. And thank you very much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the cast. If you do need casts for the ECL League, or the EU Competitive League, however you wish to call it, please do send a message my way. We will put up a good performance for you. If you're in Division 1 to 5, for sure, we're going to start streaming it live over on the ECL page as well. in the future, and that's what we're looking forward to doing. I really do appreciate once again for tuning in. If you haven't hit that follow button already, please do so. It is free of charge. It will cost you nothing. It does support the stream and support the channel and support me as a content creator slash caster. We are building towards more potentially paid gigs, you know. This is what we're looking for. We're trying to get better, bigger and better. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Have a fantastic evening, and if I don't see you from now, enjoy the weekend. Have a good time and enjoy some quality COD on show if you're going to either Madrid or if you're watching it online, wherever you are. Have a good one and catch you soon. Trade back and forward. The defense is all right. One tick of progress made, but Monsp just gets 4 in the feed. We should be watching him as he's absolutely beamed the whole team, and he'll clear the zone. Monsp 7 in a row. Defense holding once again. Advantage them in this defense. Now going towards that B site. Monsp ready to make it 8 in a row. Has that Hellstorm missile earned? Cody comes charging, makes it 9. He's going to be able to dump it. He goes all the way. Oh, if he won that gunfight, that would have been something else here. But a tick of progress made towards B. 1 tick of progress made towards A. Now they're having to split their lives, but Ramsey will clear that B for now. 2 ticks of progress made towards A. Final tick of progress potentially going to get there unless Monsp can do some clear that B for now. 2 ticks of progress made towards A. Final tick of progress potentially going to get there unless Monsp can do some damage like he did earlier. But at least his teammates there to trade it out. Deluxe and Co. Pushing up from the back spawn here. Ramsey is going to find Cootie in the back. Gets him mega weak. Does find the gunfight. Oh, the pistol's not going to win the gunfight. Kemp is going to win the gunfight there. He's going to find a double. He's going to push him straight back out into that spot.